the same thing. On the top is name. Name means attorney name. If not attorney, any civil case, we can do that without attorney. In case name, attorney or my name. If attorney, phone name, street address, city, state, zip code. This one is attorney's name. If not the attorney, it's my name. Telephone numbers, something. Email address and attorney for. Attorney for meaning plaintiffs for somebody. Or without the attorney, my name and improper. Superior Court of California, County of Los Angeles or County of Orange, street address, mailing address, same thing, city and zip code. Street address is the 110 Grand Avenue, Los Angeles, California 90012. Branch name, Los Angeles. Plaintiff's name, plaintiff's meaning owner, defendant, rent person. Plaintiff's mandatory cover sheet and supplemental allegation unlawful detainer. Number one, plaintiffs. Plaintiffs meaning owner, landlord's name. Allege cause of action. Cause of action in the complaint filed in this action against the defendant. Defendant meaning for the tenant. Name each. All the name of defendant. Plaintiffs is just one person, landlord or manager, but defendant is all the name. Defendant is the husband and wife, the both person, or husband and wife, brother and sister, all the name put right here. Number two, statutory cover sheet allegation. Two, this action seeks possession of real property, that is, checked or empty, resident or commercial. Resident meaning for the house, commercial is a business. If residential is checked, complete all remaining items that apply to this action. If only commercial is checked, no further item needed to be complete except to signature and verification on page 2. If that the commercial in case need not name, just a company name and the address only, doesn't matter with the name. B, this action is based in fit, in whole or in part, in whole or in part, on the alleged default in payment of rent or other charge, yes or no. Number 3, statement regarding rental assistance. Required all action based on non-payment of rent or any other financial obligation. Plaintiffs must answer all the questions in this item, and if later seeking a default judgment, will also need to file verification regarding rental assistance under 4120. A. Has plaintiffs received the rental assistance or other financial compensation from any other source corresponding to the amount demanded in the notice on the file, the complaint, yes or no. B. Has plaintiffs received rental assistance or other financial compensation from any other source for rent according after day of the notice on the file, the complaint, yes or no? Normally no. Does plaintiffs have any pending application for rental assistance or other financial compensation from any other source corresponding to the amount demanded in the notice on the line, the complaint, yes or no? D. Does plaintiffs have any pending application for rental assistance or other financial compensation from any other source for rent according after the date on the notice on the file, the complaint, yes or no? This number 3, the fourth kind of a question, normally no. Next page 12. 4. Other allegation plaintiff makes the following additional allegation. State any additional allegation below with each allegation lettered in order, starting with A, B, C, F. If there is not enough space below, check the box below and use form MC-1025. Title it attachment 4 and the letter H allegation in other allegations are on form MC-025. Number 5. Number of pages attached. How many pages did at this time attach totally? Date to date, type of print name, and signature of plaintiffs or attorney. I am the plaintiffs this proceeding and have read this complaint. I declare on the penalty of perjury under the laws of the state of California that the foregoing is true and correct. Date, name, right side is signature. This is unlawful detainer for the legal form. Next page. Next page is also just the legal form. On the top is same thing, attorney or party without attorney, same thing, everything same. Civil case cover sheet, unlimited, right side limited. What's the difference? Limited is $25,000 less. Total amount I requested for $25,000 less. This the change to $35,000. And then unlawful retainer, unlimited case exceeded $35,000. in these days, a little bit higher, that's the amount, $35,000. Complex case designation, counter joinder. Counter meaning one time is we apply, and then next time with the paper is one more time we file it. Is it counter joinder meaning one more person we're gonna file this legal form. File with the first appearance by defendant. Okay, number one, check one box below for the case type that best description this case. Oral tort meaning for the not the criminal. Any legal case is civil and criminal, but the tort is not civil, not criminal. Anyway, I should pay the money in case that is a tort. Little bit different. Alter regarding the oral accident in case uninsured motorist. Uninsured motorist meaning the other party doesn't have any insurance. Even the other party hit me, and then even I got a damage, but he doesn't have any insurance. In case uninsured motorist. In California, if you don't have any insurance, you cannot request any damage. Even you good, the other party is bad. All of the penalties is the other party, but he doesn't have any, I don't have any insurance, I cannot request. If I don't have any request, I can request for any damage. We should do that's the duty. I should get the insurance. Do you have books? Okay, good. Page 13. 13 is the second phrase. Are the PI, PD, WD, personal injury, property damage, wrongful death. That's the PI. PI meaning is a personal injury. Somebody fight or somebody hit me, in case that's a PI. WD meaning damage wrongful. First, property damage. Not personally, my house or my business is a property damage, is a PD. Wrongful death. WD, wrongful death. If some place happen to some place, some problem, in case somebody died, in case of the wrongful death. Asbestos, product liability, medical malpractice, other PI, PD, WD. Do you know asbestos? Asbestos. Okay. Asbestos meaning if the outside world, the inside, we should do the asbestos. Asbestos for the summer season, no harm. Winter season is no cold. That is California law in just outside world. Inside we should do asbestos, ready for the asbestos. If not the asbestos, we can get any permit in the house. Product liability, medical malpractice, other something. Non-PIPDWD, PIPDWD, we did on the top, PI personal injury, PD property damaging, WD wrongful damaging. That one is the property damage. Business torts, unfair business practice. Civil right, defamation, you should do that. The defamation is somebody yelling me, somebody told any other person he's a bad guy, he's the something wrong, something like that. This is defamation. Defamation is, we can do it. Fraud, intellectual property, professional negligence, other non-PIPDWD, employment, wrongful termination, other employments. Second line, contract meaning for the all the contract is for contract. First one is breach of contract. Breach meaning is something wrong. Contract. Breach of contract is wrong. That is breach of contract. All the civil matter is a breach of contract. Rule 3.740, collection. A lot of person is the somebody call, hey, you should pay so and so. Who are you? And this is collection company. If not paying, I will report to the police, or I will call to the civil matter or something. This is collection company. But the collection company, if somebody call you, that's a collection, you don't worry. Collection company doesn't have any right. If somebody call you, hey, this is collection company, you should pay, something like that. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't have any money, something like that. You don't. If somebody call you, this is collection company, you should pay. You didn't pay at any kind, collection company, just information only. They don't have any fraud. They don't have any strong requested. If somebody call you, hey, Mr. So-and-so, yes I am. You didn't pay to the against company something. If not paying within 3 days, I'm gonna file for the fraud, and then something. You say, okay, Mister, don't call anymore. Don't call. The other party say, you pay. If you pay, I'm not calling. Okay, doesn't matter. I'm not gonna pay. You don't call. That's a collection company. Strong, you can do it. Don't call. That's a strong, the collection company. You don't have any books?
I don't have right now.
You don't? Why?
I have to buy after class.
Oh, you buy it right now.
Okay.
doesn't have any books, go to the office. You request it. Okay. Other collections, insurance coverage, insurance, other contract, real property. Eminent domain, inverse, condemnation, wrongful eviction, other real property. Unlawful detainer which do, this one is usually the mark, unlawful detainer, commercial or residential. We do that the residential, mark residential, number 32. Drug meaning if I pay all the rent, but the landlord is usually be out, reason for you gotta drop. If you getting the drop, I can give you the rent. Drop is also unlawful detainer is the reason, commercial, residential, or drop. Three kind they can do. Judicial review, asset forfeiture, petition re-arbitration award, writ of mandate, other this judicial review. Other second line is arbitration reward. Arbitration meaning if I file for the to the court, the other party answer, and then we should do answer and question, something like that. Normally, any kind of lawsuit, civil matter, we need at least a 2-year period. That's 2 years, too long time. I didn't pay any something. That's 2 years. But I request for this arbitration over. Arbitration meaning arbitrator. Arbitrator is the former judge or DA or attorney. They can do, but the arbitration is just for 1 month. Within 1 month, we can finish. That's great. Oh, that's good. 1 month. But if win or lose, doesn't matter. That's what the finish. Arbitration is good, but if I win, it's good. But if I lose, we cannot appeal. This is the same thing. Any legal matter. Normally, we do, for example, any restaurant, we file we request for the branch. If you want a branch, this restaurant, you can come, and then I receiving the money, $100,000 money, and then all the sample, all the material, I will give you. If not, if this one doesn't matter, we can do that, the arbitration. Oh, that's good. What's the arbitration? Any lawsuit, so we can finish that within 1 month. Oh, that's great, that's great. Oh, that's good. But 1 month, that's good. But arbitration is not over $75,000. $75,000, we can do it. You should remember that I pay the branch of the restaurant. Payment is I pay $200,000. But owner is we can do any problem. We should do that the arbitration. What's the arbitration? We can finish that just 1 month is the legal matter. Oh, that's great. That's good. if somebody lawsuit is that they spend 2 years, oh, I don't wanna spend 2 years. Within 1 month, that's great. But if you win, 100% you win, arbitration can make a decision. Defendant should pay $75,000, but even I pay $200,000, but arbitration, they should pay $75,000 only. You understand what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? No. Okay. Arbitration is $75,000 maximum, but civil matter is we can finish that within 1 month, just one time. That's great. But they can make a decision not over $75,000. If you win 100%, you can receive that $75,000. That's should remember. Okay. Right side. Provisionally complex litigation. Antitrust, trade regulation. Construction defect. Mass tort. Security litigation. Environmental, toxic, insurance coverage became arising from the above listed. I say if you don't have any insurance, if you don't have any car insurance, even you win, you cannot recast. In California, especially in Los Angeles, every day you're going to the freeway and local matter. In case that one, 50% doesn't have any insurance, you should remember they don't have any insurance, 50% in resident. Be careful. If you don't have insurance, you cannot recast at any. Should remember that's insurance. They don't have any. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah, I have a question.
Sure.
If you have no any insurance and the cops catch you, and what's what happen?
What's the name? Cops cat.
Sometimes maybe you get the red light violation, you know,
Okay.
and the cops pull off you, and
Cap is just a stamp.
then the cops will give you a ticket, right?
Oh,
Based
Yeah.
on the
yeah. If
And he will check you have insurance or not, right?
That's right. If you don't have any insurance, the cap top the car show me that the driver license and the insurance
Yeah.
register. If you don't have any insurance, you get the ticket.
Uh-huh.
And then within a month, you should get the insurance. You should go to the police officer.
Oh.
I getting the insurance here. If not, that's so expensive damaging. You should do that. Police, if you don't have any insurance, police give that the ticket. Expensive ticket. Yeah, should do. You have all you have that the insurance in your car? Okay, if you don't have any insurance in your car, please, right hand. You don't have any insurance?
I don't have one.
You have it. Okay. Everybody should be getting the insurance. Insurance is the duty, legal matter. If you don't have the insurance, you get the ticket, and then even somebody hit you, I should get any damage from him. But if I don't have any insurance, I cannot recast it. So important. We should do that, the insurance. But the insurance is so expensive. That's not easy to insurance. If you don't have any money but I request for my insurance, I don't have any long experience. They request for so much money, over $300, $500, something. In case you can do it, just insurance for the other parties only. That's so cheap. I request for the insurance, but not for me, not the other party. This is a liability only. Liability only insurance, that's so cheap. $50, something like that. That's the legal matter, it's okay. But if I get my fault, in case I cannot recast it, but the other party's fault, the other party hit you, but I have a license, an insurance, just the liability only, I can request for the money. Hey, your fault, give me the money. If you don't have any money, just you request for liability only, meaning the other party request for the other only. That's so cheap. But in case, if I get my fault, you lose money. But if the other party's problem is the fault, in case I request all the money, I have the insurance. Sure to remember. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Enforcement of judgment. Miscellaneous civil complaint. Recall. Recall meaning if somebody, I go to walking, somebody shoot any gun. Sometimes any person shoot gun, but I got the damage, he's wrong. And the civil order matter, somebody hit me and he's gone. In case how I can do it. In case you request for recall. Recall meaning for in case in government should pay. Somebody hit me, run away. Somebody shoot me, run away. In case government should pay, you request it. This is recall, but the amount is too small. Maximum amount is $30,000. Even $30,000 is nothing better. Should remember that if you get any damage and he run away, you request it to the government recall in case you can get any damage. You should remember that. Other complaints. Miscellaneous civil petition, partnership and corporate government. other petition. Number 2, this case is not complex under Rule 3400 of 3400 of the California Rule Code. If the case is complex, mark the factors requiring exception judicial management. A large number of separate represented parties. B extensive motion practice raising difficult or novel issue that will be time consuming is reserved. C substantial amount of documentary evidence. D large number of witnesses. Coordination with related action pending is one or more courts or other counties, state or countries, or in a federal court. F substantial post-judgment judicial supervision. Number 3, remedies sought. Check all the apply. A monetary. B non-monetary, declaratory or punitive relief. Monetary meaning involve the money. Non-monetary, not involved the money. 4, number of cause of action. 5, this case is or is not class action suit. Number 6, if there are any known relative case, file and the service of notice relative case, and the name something. Okay. Yes. Restroom. You can be out 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Yeah, great time.
绿卡以前估计可能4、5年吧，现在估计得照着7、8年、10年的。
你们俩上个礼拜来了没？
上个礼拜来了，我最后是没来，然后那个。
你收到邮件吗？
收到了，他也跟我说了，他说下次你再调点就不能再调了。
他说迟到半小时以后就
不要钱的，他说白给他。啊，但是他又要求你保持出勤率至少1周1次。
现在查的比较紧。
不是学校查，是去移民局查。是。现在政策一天出。
那个，住我们那儿那俩大哥，他们不是开过店吗？他们都是庇护嘛。
那庇护一切都停止了。
他们现在都不敢出去了。
过去4、5年过来庇护的全部给撤销，就你拿到绿卡就给你重新。
没那么严重吧？
我看新出的那个政策上写的呀。就是12月5号就很。
不是你有绿卡了才。
对，就是你有绿卡，然后再重新审核你，然后80%再给你刷。是的，上面就这样写的。
估计是这律师说的有点严重了。
不是，没，我看那个文件。
是庇护那个有那个啥，也不能看吗？现在
完
有
了背
公卡也不能看吗？
完了都背。
C8是吧？
可以干，但是他们害怕，就是说法理上你有了工卡，你可以出去干任何事情，但是他
但是
们
他逮住你，他先给你。
对他逮住你，他
我们教会一大哥开卡车的，他有C8。
开卡车更完蛋，
他就进去了。
有几个州就不能去。
他进去了。
不知道为什么进去
我不知道他被逮了，他现在没出来。我们外面所有人都不知道他。
他有几个州不能去，就是你开卡车不是跨州嘛，在加州没事儿，然后但是你开卡车不是要越过几个州嘛，那几个州的警察就有权把你截下来查你，不管你是哪来的，你只要不会英语，好，你别开了，先调查一下。
我都跟你说，现在的政府很那个，我老公还担心呢，他女朋友都是然后说，因为他在那个他发给我的文件，
他那个是
没有结婚现在是最快的，结婚不受影响。
我就是结婚，我的公卡还要等1年，我身边跟我同样情况的就是1年。
不是，你不用等公卡，你马上就临时绿卡，然后
我临时，
结婚2
问题
年以后就
是我老公
转正。
他不是那个国籍，他是绿卡，绿卡是很慢的。
那我
看我 S85现在排48个月，42个月。
我认识一个哥们儿，他是假的，我跟你讲，他在这儿
那是跟
找个老
公民
莫儿，对，
那他是公民。
然后他跟我说可能原来可能花10万块，现在只要5万块。但是他这么跟我讲，但是我觉得这个男风险太大。
我也觉得可能大。
原来10万块，现在是5万。
但是他胆子大，他跟那个老莫儿结完以后，他马上去当兵了。
那他只要一当兵，他就稳了。你只要为美国做过中国贡献，当
没有
兵属于重大
他不是正规的军营，他就是那种属于那种
挖战
预备役，预备役还不是正儿八经工。反正胆子大的各有各的招。
我给你发一下那个政策。
我不看，我看了心难受，我不看。
我都还难受呢，我公卡还跟12下来，不下来我就一
他们都说把那个川普熬下台就好了。
然后你再等等，
他反正已经他已经干了1年多了。
变成了。
长途那太难受了，这边水质太硬。
等你一期了，我们也出来。
我都捡几个月了。
那你不是裁定我，裁定你，你也不来上。
哎呀，我这是还没拿工卡，我这没拿到邮件，天天每周就这样等那么远，怪。
那你必须得过来，没办法。
为啥现在工卡也这么慢呢？
不知道，我身边像我这种情况都是1年。我们那个随时上网上看，大家都是就说1年10个月。
他们申请庇护的基本上是当年申请，当年就有下来。但是
庇护工卡拿得快。
对，但是庇护虽然工卡拿得快，但是
而且工卡以后
排期就是等上庭的排期很长。
他工卡以后不是5年了
，5年一刷新要更新。
现在是18周的，又新出政策，
那就
一天
1年半。
啊。他说在你用到1年的时候，你要填一下贷款再去申请排队，然后再交个钱600。现在政府就是要钱。
其实你可以干点别的，也不用工卡。有很多。
问题是我想回国，我想回去看我妈，我已经2年没回去。
那你能把你让卖旅游签证先过来。
拍旅游签证，我跟你说，我以前国内是央企的，我同事从去年开始，4个同事要申请那个旅游签过来美国旅游，全部被拒了。央企的，广州有房有车，全部被拒了，还有存款，都是超过这个。像我妈那种工人，
我当时我在上海签证的时候，排在我前面2个，他们是上海人，2口子，就是一看就是条件也不错，但是他们就被拒了。所以这跟你有房有车没关系，你知道吗？
反正我那些
不是说是你在中国是有钱人，或者是你有好工作，你就一定会过。
但是我申请了那个，我申请了I131。
什么叫I131？
就是回美证。
那你就可以。
那上面写的还有2、3个月，我还在等。我光等那个我都等了1年。啊，等它下来了，而且现在以前回去的话是你不超过2年回来就可以，现在只能3个月。你还1年，你想啥呢？我不跟你说过政策1天1年，气死我了！天天吃屎都赶不上。
所以还是别乱动弹。
就搁这耗着。
一静制动，它不是经常变。
我想回国，我就是不回国，我想去欧洲旅游，我 受不了。美国哪儿
美国这么多好玩的，你们非得回中国去欧
美国
洲？
不好玩，欧洲好玩。我全球我都去过，我去过好多地方了，美国是最不好玩的。风景也不好看，然后东西也可贵。
那么多国家公园，那么多好玩的地方。
国外公园都长一样，
嗯，
去两个你就觉得是同的。
欧洲好。
关键你们可能没有钓鱼，喜欢钓鱼啊这种爱好。如果是喜欢钓鱼打猎的，就很有意思。
上班啊，
不理解。咱在一个群里头，我有群吗？我为什么有群？
你们学校还有群呢？
那是我的领导。
他不在里面，
他在里边儿，你呢？他来你吗？
上路这班。
哦。
Starting for the number 14, page 14. 14 is titled Request for Entry of Default. Request for Entry of Default meaning your voice is bigger than me.
你吓死了，别吓死了。
Okay. If somebody files for the lawsuit and the other party is not answered, no answer, in case this is request for entry of default. Entry of default, I give up. That's it. Just we can request for the judgment. I file for the lawsuit and then the other party is no answer. This is request for entry of default. Any civil matter, 1 month entry of default. But unlawful detainer only 5 days. Within 5 days, he didn't answer, we request for entry of default. Any civil matter, we can do it at entry of default, but within 1 month. If we didn't any answer within 1 month, entry of default. But unlawful detainer only, not file for the within 5 days. This is unlawful request and default. Just remember that. Okay. Request for entry of default. This is title, is a mark. And then first one is a club judgment, second one is court judgment. What's the difference? Normally, any judgment from the court, judges make a decision. But the club judgment meaning not important. I didn't pay, he didn't pay the rent. That's a simple matter. He didn't pay the rent. Simple matter. In case we can get the club judgment, not a judgment, court judgment. You should remember. And then I file for the unlawful detainer. You'll be out. And then after 5 days, he didn't answer. In case we file entry of default mark. Next one, club judgment is mark. We don't need court judgment. That is entry of default. Request for entry of default. Okay. Number 1, to the club under complaint or cross complaint. Complaint or cross complaint file on date. Which date I file? Unlawful detainer just 5 days. Civil matter is 1 month ago. B, by name. By name is me. If I am a manager or owner, my name. C, enter default of defendant. Enter default or defendant. That's meaning is defendant's name, all the names, defendant's names, put right here. D, I request a court judgment. I request a court judgment. Judgment meaning court judgment under Code of Civil Procedure section something against the defendant's name. Doesn't matter, court judgment or clerk judgment, but I want some that the clerk judgment, or I want some court judgment, doesn't matter. Testimony required apply to the clerk for a hearing date, unless the court will enter a judgment or an official. This meaningful, even the other party didn't answer, but I request for court judgment. If I request for court judgment, court is wants some hearing. Okay, you come in that date. Why you think the other party doesn't answer? I don't know. Just hearing. E, anti-clerk judgment. Yeah,
Here I have a question.
sure.
If the, for example, some tenant occupied the owner's house and refused to leave and refused to pay the rent,
Yeah,
and the owner sued the tenant to the court, and
Yeah.
the judge said the tenant must pay or leave.
yeah.
But how to practice the result? I mean, if the tenant stay there and said I don't leave, so does any court enforcement department to execute the judge result?
Yeah, request for the 10% all, and the judges make a decision, all of them, you should be out. Yeah,
But why? Yes, I saw many news happen in other state. Some tenant occupied some rich people's house, and the police cannot force them to leave.
yes, everybody to be out. Any other the judgment or state also, if I don't pay, that's leaving 10%, 10 of them request for the default, you should be out. Court make a decision, the judgment should be out, 10% be out. If not, if just 9% you should be out, 1% they leave, they can leave. Yeah. Okay. Number E, enter clerk judgment. Clerk judgment for one, for restitution of the premise. Premise meaning property. This property only, and issue a writ of exclusion on the judgment. Code of Civil Procedure section something. And the bottom, include in the judgment all tenants, include in the judgment all tenants, substance, name, claim, and other occupantry of the premise. The pre-judgment claim of right to possession was served in compliance with the Code of Civil Procedure section 415.46 something. 2. Under Code of Civil Procedure section 585, complete the declaration on the Code of Civil something. Number 3, for default previously entered on. For default previously entered on. Okay. 2. Judgment to be entered. Judgment to be entered. Doesn't matter clerk judgment or the court judgment. Anyway, judgment to be entered. Demand of complaint amount. Demand of complaint meaning you didn't pay any rent. For example, 1 month is $1,000. You didn't pay 2 months, and then $2,000. And then credit acknowledge. Credit acknowledge meaning, but I paid $500. And then demand of complaint $2,000. I paid $500. The balance is $1,500. Statement of damage. Statement of damage. Statement, special, general. Statement of damage. You didn't pay $2,000. Statement of damage, $2,000. General, $2,000. Interest. Normally interest, rent is interest of 10%. Even I should pay $1,000 per month. Normally $100, that's interest. If not, I have a lease paper every month. If I didn't pay to the rent $1,000, penalty $50. If you make a decision, that is. But normally interest, not mentioned, 10%. Cost meaning if I file for the should file for the unlawful detainer. Unlawful detainer meaning I should pay $200 for the court fee. Attorney fee, if attorney, how much he will charge somebody, some total. And then this one is all the mixed attorney fee, all the mixed total, how much, something. Daily damages were demanded in complaint at the rate of some date. This meaning for if I pay the $1,000 per month, if I pay the $1,000 per month, this the 30 days. I'm the damage $33 per day. Put right here, $33 per day. Per day, starting, meaning you didn't pay to the rent. That's a beginning date. Personal injury or wrongful death action. 3. Check if filed in a unlawful detainer case. Legal document assistance or on the full date detainer assistant information is on the reverse date something. Next page. Page 15. Legal document assistant or unlawful detainer assistant. A legal document assistant or unlawful detainer assistant did or did not full compensation, give advice or assistance with the form. If declarant has received any help or advice for pay from a legal document assistant or unlawful detainer assistant, state A. Whose assistant's name? meaningful. If I don't have any legal matter, I request for somebody. He can make a decision. So and so you should do, and then he charge how much, something like that. That's assistant. Assistant's name, somebody. B, street address, city and zip code. 3, telephone number, county of registration, registration number, expire on. Just who make the help for the assistance. Declaration on the Code Civil Procedure 585.5 for entry for default on the Code Civil Procedure. This section A is or is not on a contract or installment sale of goods or service subject to civil something. B is or is not on a conditional sale, contract subject to Civil Code 2981, it require. C is or is not on the obligation of goods, service, loans, or extension of credit subject to Code Civil Procedure something. C. Number 6. Declaration of mailing. A copy of this request for entry of default was A. Not mailed to the following defendant, whose address are unknown to plaintiff's or plaintiff's attorney. He already moved it. I don't have any his address in case marked here. But B. Mailed first class postage prepaid. First class meaning regular mail. Regular mail is a first class. Postage prepaid, I get the printed stamp in a sealed envelope. Addressed to each defendant's attorney of record. The other party's attorney address put right here. Or if none, if they don't have any attorney, to each defendant's last known address as follows. Mailed on, what date you mailed on? B. Mailed the first class postage prepaid in a sealed envelope addressed to each defendant's attorney of record, or if none, to each defendant's last known address as follows. Mailed on date. 2. Somebody, defendant, all the name here, to specify name and address shown on the envelope. I declare on the penalty of perjury, under the laws of the state of California, that the foregoing item 4, 5, and 6 are true. I collect its name. Everything is correct. Just to I declare under penalty of perjury, under the laws of the state of California, that the foregoing item, something, that's all, it's okay. Type of print name, right side is signature. 7. Memorandum of cost. How much should you spend at the name, the money? 8. Clerk's filing fee, normally filing fee $200 or $485 something. B. Process service fee. Process service fee, somebody sent that the document, delivery to the document is a processor's fee, normally $100 something. Clerk's filing fee is $295 or $200. Process service fee, meaning for the A1, clerk's filing fee. The total somebody, some amount. F. Cost and disbursements are waived. If they don't have any money, I request for the waive. G. I am the attorney, agent, or party to claim this cost. To the best of my knowledge and belief, this memorandum of cost is correct and these costs were necessary incurred in this case. And then we're gonna read at the sign. I declare under penalty of perjury, under the laws of the state of California. Then I declare under penalty of perjury, under the laws of the state of California, that the foregoing item 7 is true and correct. Date, name, right side, signature. That's all. Next page. Page 16. I declare number 8, I declare of non-military status. Non-military meaning he didn't go to the military. Doesn't matter. If he go to the military, we don't have any address. And then for sure too, declaration of non-military status. He didn't go to military. No defendant, respondent named in item 1C in the military service of the United States of defining by either the Servicemen's Civil Relief Act or California Military and Veterans Code Section 400 and 402. He didn't go to the military. That's the just mark. I know that no defendant, respondent named in item 1C is in the U.S. military service because U.S. military service, that's one mark. 8, the search result that I received from, say, the defendant, respondent is not in the U.S. military service. He didn't go to the military. Mark here. B, I'm in the regular communication with the defendant, respondent, and know that they are not in the U.S. military service. C, I recently contract to defendant, respondent, and they told me that they are not in the U.S. military service. D. I know that the defendant respondent was discharged from U.S. military service on or above. A. Discharge meaning for the he go to the military service and then to finish one is discharge. E. The defendant respondent is not eligible to service in the U.S. military because they are the consulate business entitled F. Other specified. Should do he go to the military or not? That's the important